Yo, what's good? IG. Shadow Black here. Who up? I'm trying to see who up. I'm finna roll up some of this medicine. My herbal essence. These are my times I get creative. You know what I mean? It's the best time to be creative. At midnight hour, at graveyard. Graveyard time. Yeah. From about 12 up to about 5 a.m. That's when I do my best work. I get the best beats. I do my best beats at that time. That's when I love to create. Yeah, man. I was hoping somebody to be on here to talk with, but shit. I just gotta have a conversation with, yo, what's good? What's up with it? I thought I was gonna have to get on here and talk about myself. I'm an insomniac. I don't sleep. I may sleep like maybe 3 hours. I'm cool with that. That's more time for me to be productive, to be a productive soul. you know, make more music. Man, I know a lot of y'all. I got a lot of people on here that know me, and I know I got a lot of people on here who don't know me. You know, my background, how I got started in this whole music thing, or this entertainment thing, or this whole hip hop thing. You know, and I think my entry my entry into this was through dancing. You know, I caught the entertainment bug. Michael Jackson had a huge influence on me as a kid. You know, I think at 8 years old, I had all three of the jackets. I had the Beat It jacket. I had the Thriller jacket. Yeah, I had them all. The red and black one, the black one, and the Thriller. You weren't about shit if you didn't have one of those jackets in the hood. You had to have one. So Michael Jackson was a huge influence on me. I knew I wanted to dance, and that's where my journey began. It was through dance. I was in a lot of dance hip hop groups. You know, from Jungle Jive. New Enemy Line was the first one. New Enemy Line. What's going on? He wrote. So yeah, my first dance crew back then, New Enemy Line. And then it was Jungle Jive. From Jungle Jive, Coro and Havoc Coro. Shout out to Havoc Coro. That was my introduction into this hip hop, this culture. It's before the beats. I wasn't even thinking about making beats then, you know. I just wanted to dance. I was so infatuated with the East Coast. Man, been chilling, bro. Just give them a little background about me, man. For these people that don't know me, man. You know, I'm an old head. Some of these new cats may not know too much about me. I got beats. Yeah, we need to link up, you know. I got you, brother. Hit me up with a yeah. Yeah, one of the first crews that I think that really, really got my attention. One of the first hip hop crews that really got my attention. Tribe Called Quest. You on point five all the time, Tip. You on point five all the time, Tip. I wanted to be Q-Tip. I remember back then I used to rap too. I actually rapped before I made the beats. I want to say I was a rapper, but I rap. I wrote songs. I recorded songs. Shout out Southern Intellect, my Southern Intellect crew. A long journey before I started making beats. Let's see, what else I did? I danced for the Houston Rockets. Well, before I danced for the Houston Rockets, I was a dancer for the Houston Comets. I danced for the Houston Comets. I did that for a year. And then I danced for the Rockets, the Houston Rockets after that. Shout out Team NRG. And then it was there and then when my youngest son, his mother and we got pregnant with him. It was then when I had the time to sit down and start the journey on making beats, learning how to make beats. The very, very first keyboard I had got in order to understand the whole beat making process was a Yamaha DJX. Uh, Shout out to my BM, Jennifer Galloway. She was working at H&M Music then, and she got me a keyboard as a gift. It was not a professional keyboard, professional music, keyboard. But it got me to understand the process of putting beats together. What I learned, what the kick and the snare and the hi-hat, and I learned how all the music was separated. So it got me understanding that process, the separation process of everything, how it's all, you know, laid out. And then after that, I got my ASR 88. That was my first professional keyboard. And I used to lug that thing around from studio to studio. And if anybody who knows what an ASR 88 is, you know how heavy that ASR 88 is. So for me to, what's going on, King Davis? What's up, baby? I'm just letting these people know about my first professional keyboard I got, which is the ASR 88. And if you are familiar with the ASR 88, it's like, it weighs like it's the weight of a damn fucking 5-year-old. Exactly, it's a dead body. Yeah, man. I used to lug that bitch around from studio to studio. That bitch was heavy. But it got me in the door, man. The first crew I worked with that really had a reputation was Bun B's crew called Middle Fingers. And the first guy, the guy out that crew who I worked with was Danger Ray. Danger coming out that motherfucking manger. The Middle Fingers, man. Talk about a militant, hardcore street crew from Houston, bro. These dudes, they were hard. These boys were hard. These boys was trapping before trapping was popular. You know what I'm saying? This was like, bro, this was 99, 2000. You don't think y'all understand me. They know. They ain't making shit like that no more, bro. When I say these boys was ahead of the time, they was doing trap music. These guys are from Houston. This is Bun B's group, the Middle Fingers, man. These guys is doing trap music in the trap. live from the trap, live from the manger in 99, bro, in the 90s, my nigga. We've been doing this shit. So that's the first crew who I really worked with. I had an intro on one of their albums. And then from there, I started working with a crew called The Smugglers. They used to be called Black Sperm back in the day, hip hop group. Like, these are hip hop groups, like real hip hop. I was into that East Coast shit hard, you know? Only cats from down south I listened to that I would have respect for was Scarface and the Ghetto Boys and Outkast. Because if you couldn't spit back then, no disrespect to K Reno, my God. Oh my God. K Reno. Before I even get to him. Because he's a whole nother monster. That's a whole nother beast, K Reno. You know, he's a rapper's rapper. You know what I mean? That's your favorite rapper's rapper right there. You know? But after working with the Middle Fingers, the first guy who I had, like, to me, who was like, for me at that time in my age, and that was big for me, my man, he rest in peace, man. My man Hawk. Big Hawk opened the door for me, for everybody else to come start messing with me in Houston, man. I gotta give it to that man Hawk, bro. He showed me so much love. I mean, he made sure that I got paid for my beats. He made sure I got my points. He made sure that I was taken care of. Nobody was doing that for producers back then, man. You understand me? This is a time when producers are getting a new producer. I was a brand new producer. I was just getting my feet wet, you know? And I was able to get beats on Hawk's album. They paid me $750 a beat. That was my first time getting paid. And I got paid that kind of bread. That's all I needed. Then, you know, I started being able to get paid $1,500 a beat, $2,000 a beat, you know? You was a young one, huh? The Hawk, I give all, you know, shouts to the man Hawk, man, for putting me on. And then after that came Big Pokey. And then came Little O. And then came Kylie, and then, you know, K Reno. You know? K Reno, man. That man, I've done beats with that man. Now I listened to what he was saying. When I was listening to him then, I heard him. But I wasn't I was listening to him, but I wasn't hearing it. Like, what he was talking about was beyond my understanding. It took me 15 years to finally figure out what he was talking about. Alternate galaxies and alternate dimensions and aliens and, you know, outer worldly beings. This man was on some shit and lyrical with it. It was a pleasure to work with that man. You know, so man, I've had the pleasure and the honor to work with some real live legends, man. You know, Big Pokey, Killer Kylie, you know what I'm saying? Real legends. Baby Bash, Devin the Dude. I did a song with Devin the Dude called The Spot. It has him on it, Danger Ray from the Middle Fingers, and Big Hawk. And bro, when I tell you that bitch funky, we talking about the old Sanford and Son sample. I chopped the shit out that bitch. Now I never got to work with the pimp. I wish. I did. I've got about 2 or 3 songs that I produced that Bum is on. I never got to work with Pimp though, man. Yeah. When Pimp came to my studio then, I had a studio off of Sophomore and Live Oak, behind the lawyer's office. Right on Sophomore, bro, in Third Ward. And and at that time, I remember Pimp. I think Pimp was locked up when Bun came to my studio. At that time. Yep. And I was at my studio. I ran it back into my cousin, Killer Kylie. We didn't even recognize each other. Me and Killer are cousins. Me and Killer Kylie are cousins. You know, we would meet up on holidays at our big mama house, and that's when we would get to know each other on all the holidays, and we'd play. And his mama stayed next door to where our big mama stayed. You know, off of Weaver Road, northeast Houston. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the kinfolk. We found out we working with each other. I told my aunt, yeah, I'm working with this cat named Killer Kylie. You know that's your cousin, right? Like, auntie, who you don't even know no Killer Kylie. That's Kyle. That's your cousin. I know he rap. And I know what his rap name is. That's your cousin, boy. And then we found out we were cousins. That's right there. It's been so long since we had seen each other at that time. We was kids. We was just little shorties. 8 and 9 years old, 10 years old and shit. You know? But yeah, man, I've got to work with some legends, man. And just to know that this whole music journey started with me stepping into hip hop culture, being a dancer. You know? That's how all this shit started for me. And I just woke up one day like, damn, shit, I'm gonna make beats. That's what I started doing. I just jumped right in. You know, I've always been one to, if I have a thought, I act on it. I don't procrastinate on my thoughts and ideas. I jump right on that shit. If I get a name for a group, a cool ass name for a business, I'll write it down. I don't care if I even ever use the name or actually make money on that business. I'll still write that business name down because it was a thought in my head and it came to me. And I was like, shit, I'll write it down. I may go get it DBA, who knows? But I wrote it down for a reason. The thought came to me for a reason. You know? And so, any thought or urge I get to do something, especially creative, I act upon it immediately. You know? And one day I just had that bug, like, man, I want to make music. And I've been doing it for the past 20 years, 21 years since 1999, 22 years since 88, actually. My son was born in 99, and the whole time his mama was pregnant, that's how I learned. I took that time to learn how to make beats. So I've been doing it since 98. Took a 6-year break in 2009, 2008, actually. No, it was 2009 because I didn't start back making beats again until 2015. But when I tell you that everything changed, when I say everything, I mean everything changed within that 6-year break. I took a break in 2009 for 6 years, and I come back, and the whole scope of music had changed. It was fully digital. When I left, the analog was still cool. They hadn't switched over fully to the fully digital shit yet. You know what I mean? Analog was still popping. Cats wasn't fully into just making beats on the computer yet. You know, we still making beats on the MPC and the ASR and the Rollins and the Tritons and the Phantoms. You know, we still Used to all this outboard gear. What you mean? We fishing to make beats off the damn computer. We record on the computer. But now, when I decided to get back into it, the game changed. I had to learn how to make beats on the computer, and that's when I started working in Logic. Got back on 2015. I haven't stopped. All for the love. All for the love of this music. Yeah, been a hell of a ride. So yeah, man, I ain't doing nothing but just pass the time away. I think we probably have another week. I'd say by the end of this month, beginning of next month, I think this shit'll be over with. And things will go back to normal. Things will go back to normal, right? But it's not gonna be the normal as we know it. It's gonna be a different kind of normal. It's gonna be a post-corona normal. You know? But it's gonna start dying down. We ain't gonna stay like this for too much longer. So yeah, man, so y'all just take this time out. To all my creators, be creative. You know, create, do what you do, get in touch with yourself. Learn who you are, what you are, where you are, how you are. Take the time to figure out self. What are your goals? You got some dreams, you got some passions. They're making you sit your ass down for a reason. Figure it out. Love yourself. Get back to what's real. You know what I mean? And on that note, y'all be good to yourselves, man. Peace and blessings, and I wish y'all health, I wish y'all wealth, and much love and success. Bless.